Hello guys and welcome to my challenge where I'm going from absolutely zero all the way up to being able to purchase the War Within for just gold. So we started this character at level 1 on an account that doesn't own the War Within, and so far we have made it to level 70 and we ended the last episode with 802,000 gold. Right now we are actually at 717k gold, and then you might wonder what happened. How are we down almost 100k gold? And I will go to the auction house and show you exactly what have happened. I'm sorry for interrupting, but if you guys are struggling with finding people to farm with, or if you just want to join the friendliest gold making community out there, check out the link in the description to our community Discord. Completely free to join, guys. You get a completely free gold making spreadsheet, find people to farm with, join giveaways. We're gonna give away over 1 million gold in the coming 20 days, guys, and we're doing a lot of stuff in there. Also, you guys see when I upload videos and go live. Really appreciate it, guys. Hope you will enjoy this video. Let's go. I did something and I also saw a comment that can you try to do some flipping in the challenge, and I said like no, I will not. But then when I was watching the auction house and I saw that the damp scale basilisk eyes were incredibly cheap, I kind of fell for it and went to buy them. So I did a quite huge investment. As you can see, I have 1,418 of them here that hasn't sold yet, and also I have some that has sold, but that we will be seeing later. But this has been an investment that didn't turn out to be the best one so far, but I hope it will pay out in the end, or at least we will probably get the gold back. But now I have a horde of them, so I will actually have to be more active and undercut and try to get them sold. As you can see here, I purchased them for 44 gold here, and then I also purchased some more here at 33 gold. So as you can see, they were down a lot, so I decided to like reset it again, and that didn't turn out to be the best probably, but it's up to 49 now again, so it is up, but I am not going to have a huge profit on those. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe I will be lucky and be able to sell them for a profit, or I will just take a small loss on them. It will be fine, but I don't think we will be doing any more flipping as of now, at least. Okay guys, the recording of this episode has been quite a mess for me because I've been really busy and I've been streaming, so I have not actually been recording that much, sadly. But I will try to quickly go through the farms that we have been doing and how to do them and where they are located. Just like a quick review so you guys see what I do if you are not able to like tune into the streams or watch the VODs, because all of my streaming VODs is uploaded to the YouTube channel like automatically directly when I stop streaming. So if you're wondering how we're doing, or if you want to see like our proper results, I'm always doing this challenge on stream basically, so you can watch the full VODs over there. But we have once again been farming the volatile fire here in Twilight Highlands. What you do in this farm is basically just run around in a circle with potion of treasure finder on. You're able to get the tiny treasure chest when you are killing the mobs, which when you open them will contain a lot of different cataclysm materials, which is worth quite a bit. But the main item here that we are farming is of course going to be the volatile fire, which is a material basically from the cataclysm expansion. This farm is heavily dependent on the price of the volatile fire. Right now they are back low to 13 gold here on NA, so that is not a lot. If you do this farm at this price, I think you will not be able to pull off more than like 15k an hour or something like that. It highly depends on the prices of the volatile fire, of course, because that is the main item. So maybe you should check that out before you start doing this farm. Of course you can do this solo, but it's best to do it in a group, which is pretty much always the case with the old content farming. But the whole idea of this farm, run around in a circle and kill everything. If you're 5 people, 2 people can run one direction and the other 3 can run the other one, and you can just run and loot, so no timers needed. Very simple farm. Okay, so we're back at this destination. Probably you already know where we're at, but we are once again in Twilight Highlands farming the volatile water. This is located right here, and all you do in this farm is run around and kill these muddied water elementals. Very simple farm. Best to do of course in a group of 5. Basically just run around, kill mobs. Same again with the potion of treasure finding, because that will greatly increase your gold per hour, so don't forget it. It's a really cheap potion as well, so do not forget that. This farm is once again heavily dependent on the price of the volatile water. On NA it seems to be staying quite high high, between like 23 and 30 gold, I would say. But we have been probably selling them between like 23 and 27 gold, I would say. I think the sold values, as we can see here on my TSM, cannot be from this challenge only, because we have not been getting 3.9k of them, I assume. But maybe if it is, we have been selling them for between 20 and 28 gold. To do this farm, simply just run around here killing everything that you can see and just loot. Highly recommend you to have a macro that is /target muddied water and then cast moonfire. This farm is really easy to do and quite good actually for being an old content farm, and quite popular as well. If you guys struggling to find groups, by the way, you can join the Discord, as I said earlier as well, to find farming groups. Okay guys, we are here in Oneran Plains, just to the left of this flight path down here. If you guys have been watching my content anything the last couple of days, you probably have seen this farm. We found this farm because of you guys in the comment telling me that this is a better way to farm it solo, running around here. But then again, we tried it. We tried getting it to hyper spawn, and we managed to make this hyper spawnable, so you can farm this in group for a crazy gold per hour. We managed to get like around 55 tall strider sinew per hour, which is the item that you are farming here. It is heavily RNG, so if you're doing it solo, this farm that I actually also like to do, it's really chill. You just run around here killing everything, but you're prioritizing the horn striders, of course, because that is what can drop the tall strider sinew, which is the valuable item here. But you can also get some wool from the Argalis here, the charging guys, that is selling for almost 200 gold, I think, so it's pretty much worth killing them as well. But doing this farm, all you do if you are solo, you're just running around all here to the lake, killing all the horn striders as you can, because if you don't kill them all, more won't respawn. But if you do this in a group, guys, you will have to be at the markers that I will show you now. But just saying, if you're solo, run around here, kill all of them. There is also horn strider chicks that is a bit harder to see sometimes. They can be located around the trees and stuff. Make sure you kill them as well, because they can also drop the tall strider sinew. So really important. It's not worth to skin the mobs, by the way, so do not bother with that. It will just hurt your gold per hour an insane amount. But as you can see, there are a lot of the mobs here, and the more you kill, the more is going to spawn. Just know that it is heavily RNG based, so if you're doing this solo, it will be hard to hit the averages. Like, it will like swing hard up and down. But I think if you do this solo, maybe you can average like 20 per hour or something, depending on how fast you are. I'm not really sure, honestly, because we have not done enough testing, and it is a bit RNG based because they have a low drop chance, and that's why it's so powerful when you do it in a group, because you get an insane amount of kills, guys. Get an insane amount of kills. Oh, as you can see, I looted 2 of them. They are worth 800 gold each now. They started the week at 1,000. They have been hovering around 1,000 gold, but then we made a content about it. Sadly, it dropped. I didn't know that, but of course, maybe that's what happens. But it's still a very good farm, and I would say you can easily pull off over 35k an hour still with these prices. Okay, guys, so let's quickly look at the markers if you do this as a 5 or a 4-man farm. The first marker is going to be located here, and the second one is going to be located here. The third one is going to be located here, and the fourth one is going to be located here. You can put down a marker down here if you want as well, because you're going to want to move here a bit between to get all of the mobs. Here is the place where we run 2 people if you're doing this as a 5-man, because here you have most mobs to pull, so running it as a 5-man, you're going to want to have 2 people over here. As you can see, the markers has quite a large distance between them, so if you are on the positions on the outer places here, you're not going to be able to loot all of the piles. I have been mainly running this position, so I have not been able to loot the mobs over like far down here at over the roads. But then again, you get a lot of mobs here, so I think it evens out a bit. But the best position is going to be here in the middle, because then you're going to be able to loot everything. So if you want to be greedy, pick this position, guys, but you gotta be friendly and take whatever position you want. If you want to be extra fair, you guys could swap between every pull timer, because doing this farm, you are doing pull timers. You're killing for 2 minutes, then looting all other people's loot, and then going back killing. So make sure nobody's looting until the 2-minute timer pops all the time, and do that over and over again. But it's once again located here. A bit of a go through again of this farm, but I hope you guys understand now how it's done. Okay, guys, we are back here, probably familiar to you as well, farming the essences of water. If you don't know where this is located, it's located here in Stranglethorn Jungle, just to the left. All over this island, you kill those elementals and you get the essence of water. They usually are a bit more expensive. I don't know what's going on. If if it is because of the time walking event that has been dropping a few of them, or what has been popping the last week, because they have been drastically going down in price. So I hope they go back up again, because otherwise this farm is going to just get worse and worse probably. But it is really easy, guys. It's just to run around on this island, killing every water elemental that you can see and looting. If you do this in a group, it's going to be way better, of course, guys. So try to get a group before you do these farms, because it is so much better. But let's head over to Stormwind and see how much gold we have actually made in this episode. It's going to be really interesting, and I think we are going to be both positively surprised and not so positively surprised, but we will talk about that at the mailbox. Okay, guys, it is now time to see how much gold we have made in this episode. This episode has been a bit up and down. I've been really busy and I didn't even notice that it was time to actually post a video. So I've been a bit stressed, but it's all fine, of course. I'm enjoying this so much, guys. It is so fun to do this challenge. It's so nice that so many people joining me, and I see that all of we are having so much fun. I really appreciate it. But let's see here what we have. As you can see, guys, we have 317k gold in this mailbox. We have to understand that if we didn't have all of those basilisk eyes that I was talking about in the beginning, we would have over 800k here probably. But now we have 700k, but we have 317k here. So we are going to break the million now. But for the next episode, which I hope is going to be the last one, we're gonna have to make like 400-500k if we want to get to the 1.5 million mark. But we will probably be able to do that quite easily if we just put in the time. But let's go through. As you know, I showed you some of the farms, but I haven't been able to include all of them because the video will be 200 hours long. So that is not an option. But as you can see here, guys, we have the essence of water, 104 of them selling for 7,400 gold. Not a good price. That should be over 10k, but we will have to live with it. Tempered plating is from the Hardened Spring farm, the Mechagon farm that we are doing. That is located on the Mechagon island, just running around here inside the walls, killing everything and getting those hardened springs. Really easy and steady gold making. And this is from just 30 minutes, so it would be like 26-27k for an hour there, maybe even up to 30k, because we're selling other stuff here as well. As you can see, machine gear assembly and the tempered platings. So that's a really good farm, one of my favorite ones for sure, because it's so steady and pretty much always good. And the hardened spring sometimes also spikes up in price, and that's gonna make it way better, and we're able to sell them for so much more, and that is just crazy when that happens. We have some dark runes selling here. That is farmed, guys. We're probably gonna see some more dark runes. As you can see here, we have 40 of them here selling for 8.8k. That is really good. That's gonna be 240 gold each or something. That is a really good price for the dark runes. Very lucky to get those sales here. 240 gold. Really happy with that. And that is of course located in Eastern Plaguelands. You run around in Corin's Crossing, just killing everything you can see, loot, and you will get Essence of Undeath and Dark Runes. Then we have Volatile Water from the farm that we did, that I showed you. Then we have the Tall Strider Sinew that I showed you as well from our solo farming session. Really nice. And we sold 13 of them for 12,000 gold, which is really good. Here again, we have 9 more of them. They are selling like a cupcake, and here we had better prices, almost 1,000 gold each. It was pretty much the same here as well, I think, but now the prices are down a little bit, sadly, but we gotta live with that. Hopefully someday it goes up again, but it's still worth farming as of recording this for sure. Then we have more Volatile Water, 483 of them for 11,400 gold. Really good sale as well. I think we were running at about 25 to 30k gold an hour when we did that farm then, so we were really happy with that gold per hour for sure. That was just amazing. And some Volatile Life and stuff that we get from the chests, of course. Then we have an epic here from a raid that we run, solo farming in Twilight Tunnels as well. We run the Bastion raid, Bastion of Twilight, just before the first boss, in and out again with the Potion of Treasure Finding. We got some epic here selling for 50 gold, nothing to brag about, but we also get some other materials from that. Even more Tall Strider Sinew, of course. Some junk here, 1 Dark Rune selling for almost 300 gold, crazy. Essence of Undeath 35 for 3.3k, and then we have 36 Tall Strider Sinew selling for 32,250 gold. This is really good. Like when we found this farm, it was really nice, guys. We're probably gonna see even more of them down there because we did it a bit and it was really good. So really happy about finding that one. Also the Damp Scale Basilisk here, as you can see, 633. We did not farm those. This is from the flipping that I told you earlier when we bought. So I did sell 633 of them. We still have that 1.4k left of them, so we're trying to get rid of them, but that will have to be for the next episode for sure. Toll Strider Sinew again, 10 more of them. Some more Dark Runes. Then we look at even more Toll Strider Sinew, even more Toll Strider Sinew. As you can see, quite boring, but it was so good and we really enjoyed it. And we also had to test it to be able to produce content on it, right? So we didn't just want to throw out a video without knowing like any numbers. So we had to do some testing. Then of course, here you can see we have two big numbers. The Thundering Ruby Cloud Serpent again selling for 59k here after auction house cut. That mod is of course from the Veil of Eternal Blossoms here, killing with 5 people standing on markers for 25 minutes, then looting and then repeat. We have so far been averaging like a mount per hour-ish. We have been lucky, guys. We have been really lucky. You are probably supposed to get one mount every 1.5 hours, I would assume, but we have been above average so far on that, which is really, really amazing. But I think this is our 4th mount that we have been selling in this challenge so far, maybe even the 5th. So that mount has been making us a lot of gold and it is really, really good. Sadly, it is also dropping in price. I don't know if it is because of bots actually being there again, because as you saw in the last episode, there were bots there, I think, and I don't know if they're still out there, but the prices are dropping. It might have an impact with all the content that is produced about this farm now again, but I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe that is the reason. Then again, we have 71 more Toll Strider from testing, 67k. Absolutely crazy, guys. That is an absolutely crazy gold amount, and this is not from too much time spent. Like, we did very, very good. We did over 50k an hour on that farm, or roughly 50k actually is pretty accurate. So about 50k per hour doing that farm, which was crazy good. Now it's a bit less because the prices are going down, but that was just really, really good. Before that, here you can see we have some more Dark Runes, Volatile Fire and Tempered Platings. And also thank you for reporting. I don't know which person got banned, but somebody got banned of my reports at least. You guys might wonder why we do so much of the same farms, and I just quickly want to add that now when I'm thinking about it, because as you can see, like, all of the episodes is a lot of the same farms. We are trying to get new farms or trying to diversify as much as possible, because I don't want to do the same stuff all the time. But the loot from other open world content is bugged at the moment. So for example, the primals seem to be dropping way less. Also, for your transmog farmers out there, you know this probably already, that the world drops is bugged, so you're getting almost 0 greens when you're out farming in the open world, and this impacts a lot of stuff. Apparently, it looks like not only the gear, so it seems to be impacting some materials as well, as long as like world materials or like not specific mob materials or something like that. I'm not sure how it works, but it seems to be impacting, because we have been doing some testing, some like primal mana and stuff, and we've been getting way less, and that is why we are not doing that much other stuff, because we get way less materials, and that is not fun then, because the gold per hour is pretty trash. Hopefully Blizzard will fix this soon, but we were thinking this was gonna be fixed with a reset now, and it seemed to not be fixed, at least as of me recording this after we did some testing. So let's hope it gets fixed soon. If you have any more knowledge about this, you are more than welcome to let me know in the comments. But let's open the mailbox now, at least the 317k. Amazing. We are going to break the million, guys. I am happy with that, but not too happy. I've not been farming too much actually the last couple of days, like 2 hours per day, some days maybe 3, and it is probably 5 or 6 days since the last episode. Our slash played now is 3 days, 18 hours and 36 minutes. Also, I think our gold per hour average is about 25 to 30k now. It probably bumped up a little bit, like because of the reigns of the Thundering Cloud Serpent, also the Toll Striders. Like, our gold per hour is probably between 25 and 35, I would assume. 35 is probably way too high, but 25 to 30, I'm not sure. It's just a guesstimation, because we're doing farms that is less than 25 for sure, a lot as well. So it's probably around 25 to 30k, I would assume. But I'm happy with that, and especially on this account, and especially during this challenge, and now with all of the farms bugged. But I think those are the common numbers that you will see on those old content farms, between like 20 to 35k gold per hour, depending on what farm and when you're doing it. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. I hope it ended up to be decent, even though my recording has been really bad throughout this episode. If you guys have any feedback how I can improve, please let me know in the comments below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. When we hit 10k, we're gonna do some insane giveaways and stuff. And don't forget, guys, to join the community Discord, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.